Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to my kitchen. Now, this is pretty much where I spend about 50% of the time making breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I like to make sure that I have or create balanced meals. And in order to do so, I make sure that I have staple foods always around the house. And today, I'd really like to go over those with you. All right, so let's get started with the protein group. Now, there are two different types of proteins. There are plant-based proteins and then also animal-based proteins. And I like to keep a mixture of the two. So starting off with plant-based proteins, here I have chickpeas from the Great Value brand at Walmart. And yes, I do make these from scratch, but super easy to make. All you have to do is soak them for about 6 to 8 hours and then boil them to the consistency or texture that you like, and you're ready to go. I make the best salad with this one. I also have green lentils, which I like to make stews with, just mixing in a variety of different vegetables. And then lastly, as far as plant-based proteins, I have black beans. This is from Costco. As you can see, pretty big bag and lasts you quite some time. And now moving on to animal protein. Here I have wild-caught mahi-mahi from the Kirkland brand, which is Costco. Can come in handy when it's frozen. You can thaw it the night before or even that same day. Just wait maybe 1 or 2 hours before it's ready to cook or use. And then lastly, I have organic ground turkey, which again can be used in a variety of different ways as a turkey burger or even, again, stew, whichever you prefer. So now moving on to the dairy group. Now, the one thing that I like to keep around all the time is kefir. This is a fermented dairy drink. This is the Trader Joe's brand, which is pretty tasty in comparison to other brands. And what I make with kefir is a protein shake in the morning. So I'll add berries, I'll add protein powder, spinach, and walnuts. It tastes delicious. Now moving on to the nuts and seeds category. And this is probably my favorite category because nuts are my go-to snacks. So I'll keep almonds around, cashews, and then hemp seeds I'll use for baking. Now, the one thing I'll say about nuts and seeds, or just products in general, you definitely want to take a look at the ingredient list because oftentimes they'll use inflammatory oils, especially if we consume them in excess. So for example, corn oil, canola oil, peanut oil, just to name a few. Now, the oils that I like to use are coconut oil to fry an egg, for example. I will use extra virgin olive oil for salad dressings. And then lastly, I will use avocado oil for sauteing and frying. So vegetables are definitely one of those food groups that I don't leave the grocery store without. And the reason why that is because I like to make sure that I have one vegetable with every meal. And so just to give you an example, I have baby spinach, zucchini, peppers, leeks, green onions, just to name a few examples of non-starchy vegetables. But we can't forget about the starchy vegetables. Here I have 2 different varieties of sweet potato, which are a great replacement for white rice, white pasta. And so the next time you go to the grocery store, just make sure to pick at least 5 vegetables that you like and maybe pick one that you haven't tried before but you're curious about, just to get that good variety in. And we can't forget about the whole grains group. I personally like to keep quinoa around. This is an excellent replacement for white rice because it's higher in fiber, adds a little bit of protein, and on top of that, it's pretty versatile. You can use it as a side, you can use it in the form of a salad, just different alternatives. So if you're ever gonna choose a grain, I would highly suggest quinoa. So let's recap on all the different foods that I like to keep around. We're talking about plant-based protein, animal-based protein, nuts and seeds, good quality oils, fermented dairy, vegetables, and also whole grains. So in order for you to get started, I would recommend to create a list of all the different food groups, maybe pick 1 or 2 from each list, and then once you have those items in your home, you're more likely to create a balanced meal and also consume a good variety of nutrients for proper health. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.